This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello and welcome back to We'll Run For. This
God.
is your host Tom, and with me as always while Aaron is eating is Aaron,
Hello.
Michael,
Hello.
and Diana.
I didn't even realize we were recording. We were just doing sound testing.
Look, we're professionals here.
Oh my god, I wasn't expecting you to start, obviously, as I took a giant bite of a
This is
pumpkin caramel Kringle thing.
This is what the people want. The realness.
Usually it's just me not paying attention, so at least I'm validated that it was like everybody else this time.
I waited until I
Not
saw
ready.
Aaron's mouth full.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How's it going?
I'm taking a big swig of Gatorade right now because we went for a run a little while ago. And even though it's cooler out, I still sweat a lot.
I need new headphones. Remind me of that. It's
Wow.
important show stuff.
Starting off the show well.
Yeah, like I got a crackly headphone and it's messing me up.
Some housekeeping.
Yes. Everybody out there, remind me, get headphones.
Oh my god.
Send in your recommendations
God.
for podcast headphones.
Meanwhile, Indy is like attacking.
Well, I saw video of Indy and Tom wrestling on the ground, and I was like, well, this explains why Indy just bites Tom and thinks that
Bites him.
Tom's
Yeah.
like edible because he thinks he's a giant like chew toy.
Uh-huh. Well, Tom, we knew we were recording, so Tom took him to the lake today. And what did you say you did with him?
So I just like kind of, because he gets the zoomies, but we keep him
Yeah.
on a short leash. So I was just spinning, like
Oh my God.
like if you just stand and you spin, and he was just running around me like I'm
Oh, man.
stationary, and he's just
Just going in circles.
Yeah, we were like, look at him. Look at him.
Oh my God. He's up on his shoulders.
so yeah. Do we have anything that we want to cover before we get this party started?
Yeah,
Wait.
I think we were supposed to talk about
A race that got canceled.
no, that was Tom's idea for the episode, but I think we were supposed to talk about
Remember, we were just on with Amy and Dana and how professional they were.
They're so professional. Shout
They
out
would
to Run Eat
never.
Drink because
Yes, we were on there. Yes.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yep.
My God.
do you want me
I listened
Before-
today, and it was a good conversation, and they are really good at what they do. Thank you very much to them for having us on. If you don't know Run Eat Drink, go experience them because they're awesome.
And so then the other thing that we started maybe talking about was the Halloween scavenger hunt. Last year we did just like an autumn fall theme, and this year we're gonna go full in on the Halloween theme
Mhm.
Spooky.
and do a spooky Halloween scavenger hunt. I haven't come up with all of the items to put on there yet, but we'll post that. It'll probably be like what we did last year, which was pretty much, it was the last 2.5 weeks of the month. So we'll give you, I think, a total of 3 full weekends to be able to get your entries in. And we still have some hats. We have some squirrels. We have, I'm going to put it out there and say that we will give away a pair of your choosing gooders.
Oh.
I like that.
So we will let you choose which gooders you would like to purchase, and we will send them to you along with some other goodies. I'm pretty sure Lisa Knits and Trains won last year.
I think you're correct, actually.
So if you participate, just post in your stories. Let us know. Send us your completed scavenger hunt cards, and we will enter you to win some prizes from us.
Yeah,
So fun.
it's always fun. It's a nice little motivator to get those fall miles in.
Yeah, we're like in the thick of the either end or at the pretty much the end of people's training cycles for their fall marathons.
I feel like I'm the opposite of everybody right now, where they're all like finishing up these big, and I feel like I don't want to run anymore.
It's 'cause you go
Well,
so
it's either
hard
that
in
or
the
you're
summer.
you're like in the thick of dopey training and or goofy training right now and or any other variety of Disney running, because you got Disneyland. So like that falls at a weird winter time. So like
true.
There's
just
like this
fake
weird
it
gap.
through those, though. I just fake those.
Yeah, there's a weird gap.
That's just fake
So-
training for those, just for me to just get there.
Oh, speaking of random things, just in general training, we had a little call with Tom's nemesis or ex-nemesis, Greg,
Oh yeah.
from Rise and Run.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
We had a little video
We
chat
had a
with
little
Greg.
video chat with him. He asked us about some logistics for
A possible race.
Oh.
in New Jersey, looping around a certain river
Mm-hmm.
Really?
in December.
Is it
Yep.
is it a frosty race?
It is a frosty race.
Frosty race. Yep.
Did you
Yeah.
tell him it's very shaded?
It's December, so,
So he
So
probably
it doesn't
wants the
so it
sun.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
it does
Yeah, it
not
doesn't
matter.
That's fair. That's fair.
It is actually probably shadier in December than it is in the summer. So
Probably true.
Well, that's nice.
I don't know. If you guys think there's any chance of me sitting outside in December,
December?
you're out of your mind.
at a windy river.
Like, there's absolutely no way. Like, there's
Tom,
no
Tom,
way.
you gonna come crew Greg?
Hmm.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
What's he doing? Because it's just 12 hours, right? It's
8
It's
hours,
actually
actually.
8 hours.
an 8 hour. Okay.
Yeah, it's only
Mhm.
daylight hours.
Yeah, it's only
so,
day. Yeah, it starts a little later. I think it starts at 8 a.m. and goes to
like 4:30 or
5
5 o'clock, maybe
5 o'clock?
4 or 5 o'clock, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4. I guess it would
Oh,
have
yeah,
to be.
4,
It would
yeah.
have to be 4.
He's just doing whatever his training plan calls for
Oh,
that day.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's using it kind of as a catered training run
Yep.
for some other things he's got going on. But I don't know. I think that because he's coached by Chris Twiggs, right?
Yes.
So I think that when they talked, they said that while it's a catered training run, it might be an opportunity just to, kind of see what he could do also. So
I'm not going to say I'm going to try and trick him into a 50K that day because I would never do that. He is now not signing up for the race after hearing this, by the way.
we are officially signed up for it ourselves
Yeah.
because I pulled the plug on New York City and wanted to give myself some extra time to train for something. So I figured that gave me 6.5 more weeks, almost 7 weeks more extra to like train up to a distance that I felt comfortable. So
I have absolutely nothing to train for. Well, no, it's not true. I have
you're doing loopy
I have Patapsco 50K and loopy.
or
but
not loopy, frosty,
Frosty,
whatever we want to
whatever.
call it.
I don't know. I don't feel like I have any specific.
when's
thing
Patapsco
I have
again?
to do.
Tapsico.
So-
The 23rd, 24th, 20 something, 20.
Is it?
Yes.
Of
I thought it
this
was
month?
earlier than that. Of October.
Of October.
I mean, it is
That's
almost October.
that's kind of what I
anyway.
meant was
Yeah.
October.
Yeah, I actually assumed that's what you meant.
It's definitely the 20 something because
It's
it's
gotta-
before
Is
Halloween.
it a Saturday?
Yes.
21st.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, 21st. Yes.
I was going to say it's something before because Halloween is the Halloween weekends, the 28th and 29th. So it has to be
Gotcha.
before that.
Because the 22nd is the Oktoberfest 5 miler.
Oh,
We're going to stay down there again on Friday night if you guys want to go to dinner.
Maybe.
It'll be like our annual tradition.
We could be persuaded.
We have gone off the rails. We haven't even gone.
this is a very meandering episode.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael,
Yes.
do we have any
Yes.
new 5-star reviews?
We do. So first, thank you to Cody for the review. Also, everyone else, thank you for your reviews in the past. If you've left one long time ago, leave a new one. If not, share the show with people on social media. So we have Cody, another 5 for Tom. Love the podcast. It's always entertaining with lots of laughs. glad I could support Tom with another 5 miles. Go get him, you getter. Should I say that with an English accent?
No.
Like
Please
Neil?
don't.
An
Wait,
English accent?
Neil's from England?
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh, because of the
Goal-getters? Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
Wait until we get back from Ireland.
Oh God,
I
help us
cannot
all.
wait.
I
Can you please, Aaron? Can you
We
get Michael in
are-
a pub somewhere with locals
Oh my
we
God.
are going to
no.
get deported.
No,
and do like a
no.
do like a
The Irish don't put up with that BS. That's not happening.
do like a person on the
They
street.
call it Blarney
Oh
over
my
there.
God, stop it.
Don't-
No,
Stop
have you
it.
met Tom? Everyone loves Tom. Did you get on when you were in Ireland?
No, they loved me.
Everyone loved you, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I hear that the Irish actually like Americans, and particularly in Dublin, or at least that's what I've been told by multiple people now. I have no idea whether this is true or not, but
We'll find out.
this is what I've been told.
So, Aaron,
I don't know.
Yeah.
what are we all running for?
what?
Oh. Oh well.
We were
I
talking-
mean,
hang on.
now I kind of want to run for Ireland, but
we got time for that.
we got time for that, I guess. I am running for pumpkin everything. I mean, everyone was expecting this, right? How many years have we been doing this? At some point, I'm running for pumpkin everything. We went to Trader Joe's a couple weeks ago. We literally bought every single possible pumpkin thing that
We
existed
really did.
there.
Did you see Salt and Sugar Bakehouse
I
posted
did. The pumpkin
their
butter.
pumpkin butter cookie chocolate chip?
God.
I mean,
Yes. Stop it, Melanie.
I know,
And then
right?
Now that it's
Melanie.
fall, we're gonna pick a day and we're gonna kind of do a little road trip up there. Because it's not that
Good
far.
idea.
It's not that far for us.
Yeah.
Well, similar to your pumpkin, I'm running for all the fall things. All the fall things.
Fall things.
I just love the changing of the seasons, and I can throw on a hoodie and some sharp cargo shorts. Shout out to Nancy.
We saw Nancy
Who-
yesterday
and
2 days
Nancy
ago.
should have won.
3 days
Should have
ago?
won. She should have won the Stein holding contest. If you know, you know. But I just love the fall and all the fall things.
Yeah, Oktoberfest was part of all the fall things, right? So
yeah.
we went and hung out with and we're having Steinholding.
Yes.
I'm going to train for that, just so everyone knows. I've decided I'm going to strength train because apparently
it's a
if
thing,
you go to the finals, you can get a 7-day free trip to Germany.
Oh, that's
For
exciting.
Oktoberfest.
So that's when we get to goal getters. Maybe I should have mentioned it there.
Make
Oh,
that
yeah.
your goal.
They well, they did it because when we were at Oktoberfest, we saw it. But they do it at like all the breweries here. I know, like Black Flag just did it, and they'll
Yes.
do it like at all the breweries here.
But and then the winners from those get the opportunity to go to the like regional
State,
one,
yeah,
and then
and
the
then-
regional ones go to the state one.
The
So all the
national,
breweries that
yeah.
do it locally, that whoever wins there does get the opportunity to keep moving on.
So you just want one giant shoulder
Yeah, pretty much.
and like a
Yes.
a lat,
Just-
like a big
just need one.
bat lat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask Donna how she gets those back muscles.
Back muscles.
Does she? I haven't noticed.
Wait, what's your screensaver again?
Nothing. Hey, so Diana, what are you running for?
So I'll continue with the fallness of it all. I like a PSL, like I like a pumpkin spice latte. They are not my favorite. I don't know. I like the Christmassy drinks better. But Starbucks now has apple crisp drinks, and they are just my new fall favorite.
Mm.
I've been getting the apple crisp oatmeal macchiato when it's cooler and I want something hot. But then I also had the iced apple crisp oatmeal shaken espresso, and that like changed my life.
Oh.
So
Oh.
fantastic. So I'm
Hmm.
loving the appley drinks from Starbucks right now.
Well, I am running for heading into runcationing season because we'll be running in Disney this weekend and then running in Disney in a couple weeks. And then, well, actually, we're running at Margaritaville this weekend, I should say.
So
We're gonna
awesome.
go find the hot tub.
Scene of the crime.
I need you to tag Will Run For in any upside down pineapple pictures that you see. You have to.
And then we're going to Dublin for a few days, and we plan on running while we're there and exploring. And then we, of course, have the Disneyland and Disney races coming up. So we got our little bit of runcation season coming.
Would you say going to Ireland for Thanksgiving is a goal of yours?
Oh my God.
It is now.
Well, it's a goal we're going to achieve.
Oh, hopefully.
Ooh.
And now, it's time for our Will Run For goal getters. Congrats on making your goals, you getters. Oh, you rest of shit.
All right, goal getters. First, we have Jamie. Hey, guys, been a while since I've done a goal getters, but life kind of has gotten busy. And unfortunately, I lost my dad 2 weeks ago. Yes, I'd spoken to Jamie, so our
Sorry, man.
condolences, of course. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout his sickness, I was running. Running was my go-to stress relief. I managed to get a few races in, and I had one race that I finished in 35 minutes, even without stopping to walk. Then the next race, I was able to get it done in 32:32 without stopping to walk. I have my next half marathon down in Myrtle Beach in 3 weeks, and Connie and my mom are going. I'm so excited she'll be there for the finish, as I owe that course a payback for last year. Thank you all for the messages. Running friends are awesome. That was Jamie, of course, also known as Coach Hill in the internet world. Let's see, Laura, who of course just did the Berlin Marathon.
No, there were a few people I knew at the Berlin.
Yeah,
there
was
over
there was
the weekend.
a ton of people there. Yeah, I had a goal to run Berlin Marathon in sub 5 hours. I've worked hard for it, trained a ton, worked with the physical therapist to get my hip problem under control. It cost me a lot of time, sleep, motivation, and sometimes a good mood too. But with support from my husband, I did it.
Woohoo!
Ran the first half in 2:29:45 according to my plan. It went by so fast. I never had any muscle or joint pain during the whole marathon. Blisters and chafing is a different story. My husband was at 8 different spots around the course.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Which was something to look forward
That's
to
a lot
each
of work
time.
for him.
That's a lot.
That's
That is
incredible.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is unreal. Especially a race that size with 40-some thousand people in it. At 40K, I knew I would get my time goal, and I enjoyed the last bit. Seeing the Brandenburger Gate is such a reward. I finished in 4:57:38.
Congratulations. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
This became almost a race report, but with the support you gave me, I thought I would share a little more than just numbers.
Absolutely.
I am a Berlin legend, but a pretty sore one right now.
Congratulations to you. That's
Yes.
Love it.
That's so awesome.
Love it.
It's amazing.
Yes.
We also had a little conversation, her and I on the side, about some hot takes Michael and I have about Callaway.
Oh, God. I was so excited when I saw her post her finish time.
Oh, yeah.
Because I knew she wanted to get under 5, and I was
think
like, oh, did she get it? She get it? Yeah.
didn't she say it's like an hour and something minutes off of PR? Or
Yes.
It's some
Yeah.
insane amount of time off of her
Other
marathon PR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have our favorite person who we never get her name right.
Are you gonna get her name right
I w-
this
I
time?
wouldn't-
I'm just going to say,
wouldn't-
I'm going to call her
I
Brian.
wouldn't say we, but go ahead.
Week and a half out from my first strongman comp on the 7th, and I'm ready for it. By some weird happenstance, back in July, a bunch of my friends' gyms either closed or they decided to leave the ones they were at for various reasons. So we all joined a new gym together that's centrally located for us all. It's been so much fun lifting with friends a few days a week, and this is definitely the most consistent I've been with it in years. I've gotten a few runs in, and I can really feel the difference lifting has made. hoping it's a way for me to keep from ever having to go back to PT.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you watch
This
the
is awesome.
videos
She's
of
been-
her
I do.
doing
No,
it?
I do.
Like
Yes.
the ridiculous things that she
It's
lifts over
awesome.
her head, and I'm
Yes.
like, what is
Awesome.
happening
It's
and
so
how
cool.
is
It is
this
awesome.
happening?
Yeah,
It
it's
is
very
awesome.
My God.
Monster.
Sheesh.
She's going to be pulling trucks. It's awesome. I
Also,
love
she
it.
said she had a friend listen to the podcast, and they were like, why do these people that you call your friends not know how to say your name?
Again, these people.
I say it right every time.
Oh, God. Jen runs the 50. 13 weeks complete on the Dopey Galloway training plan. Getting more consistent with strength training, decided to sign up for Space Coast Marathon, my first marathon, since the training plan calls for 23 miles that day. My goal is to cross the finish line, even if I walk the last few miles. I'm hoping it will give me more courage for Dopey too. I'm also heading up to Philly for the 8K on Marathon Weekend and hoping to see you guys. Are we in town on Marathon Weekend?
So here's some hot news right off the presses.
Sure.
Is I'm pretty sure I'm going to sign up for the half marathon for Philadelphia.
Wow. Thanks for telling me now.
I literally just made this decision.
I thought you had already made that decision.
Nobody does that.
This is like.
Is this a
No.
hot take? I feel
Are
like I
you
knew
Tom
that.
now? What is happening?
Yeah. So Susquehanna was supposed to be my 40th half marathon.
Oh, and it got canceled.
And it got canceled. So now I need another 40th half marathon, and I don't really want to travel for it. And I don't really want Goofy to be it. So I need something in between. And that means that the only thing I can come up with that's kind of close and I just have to take the train is Philly. So here
There
we
you
are.
go. Also,
I think I will be there, Jen, because
Yes.
I'm probably going to run the half marathon.
shoot us a
Like a
message
dummy.
shoot us a message that weekend anyway. We're like right over the bridge,
Yes.
so we can shoot a train into town. Yeah. So here I am finding out about this right now.
Well, though Diana
Thanks.
says she knew about it, so
Yeah, didn't
Wow.
you?
she read my mind.
This is like
You know,
when
you
Tom
put it. That it's in
announces
it's
stuff.
in writing somewhere, guys. Like, because
Oh, was it in the-
I don't remember anything.
Did you make a TikTok of it? Because otherwise, I
a
didn't see
TikTok
it.
of it.
It's called a reel, Michael. We do reels here.
Maybe I said it in the chat. I don't know. I don't remember. I said that I was going to have to find something, and maybe I'd have to do Philly.
Oh, maybe.
I might have said that. I
That's
don't know.
possible. That's possible.
But I made the decision that's got to be it's the only one available.
Okay. I can do one more.
Yeah, I was going to say at least be the
Yeah.
next one.
So we have On the Runs, of course.
Oh my gosh! Side note
On the
about
Runs
On the Runs. On the Runs has that TikTok influencer that I love on their show, and I'm so
really?
jealous. The one that does the TikToks with her shorts that gobble, and she tests out shorts. And that girl, she's so good. I love her. I don't know what her name is, but I saw a
that's
photo
awesome.
of them recording, and
Oh,
I was
that's
extremely
cool.
jealous. So that's my goal. Is to be jealous of them, I guess. Amazing.
So Eric says, I'm working with my first run coach, officially starting in October. Goal is to get the consistency back, not slack on the running during hockey season. Build a base and pick some spring 2024
Nice.
races.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
That was Eric.
Yes.
I have liked running with a coach just because
Yes.
it has allowed me to get consistency back
And structure.
and
yeah.
without like having to build my own plan and sort of have that structure. So I love that for you.
Oh, Erica's doing the Yeti 100.
Well, I know this just because I saw it on their thing. I was the one who put parentheses there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Which Yeti? The one out west?
No, the one that Greg was supposed to
Oh,
do.
Virginia.
Yeah, the one that we literally were supposed to go to.
Oh, it's this weekend.
It's this weekend.
Jesus. Oh, my
Oh
God.
my gosh. Can you read it so that people understand
right,
what you're
here's-
talking
here's
about?
Guys,
also
let
the
me
thing.
read this.
Like
What is
we were
happening?
just saying, we're like, we don't have enough content tonight, guys. This is going to be a problem.
Meanwhile,
And meanwhile, we've gone off the rails this entire night. I'm going to blame the medication I'm currently
Oh
on.
my
Like,
God.
I am ready to go. Come on. Let's
Oh my gosh.
keep forging forward.
He's like skimming the thing instead of actually reading it. And
look,
then,
I'm reading it to myself. Like,
Oh
you
my
guys don't
gosh.
need to know. Erica is attempting her first 100 miler this weekend. goal is to not die.
Good goal.
Don't fear the code brown because bleep happens. Yes, good luck at the Yeti 100.
Yes,
It's a
I
shame
saw
we
that
won't
you were
be there.
doing the
Yeah.
Yeti 100. We were actually supposed to be crewing a friend there, so I'm kind of bummed almost that we're not
Yeah.
going to be there now because we would have been able to see you guys. Good luck, though. I mean,
Yes.
by the time you hear
Best of
this,
luck.
you will have done it. So.
Hopefully you'll be done and not still be
Yes.
in the woods. That
Yes.
would be the preference.
All right. Coach Mal runs Disney. I have a full marathon October 1st. I guess the goal is to finish and not completely hate it the entire time. Training didn't go as planned, and I'm using this race as a training run for MCM at the end of October. Strength training and stretching like always. Rinse and repeat, Mal. Rinse and repeat. Twin City, I think, is the one that she's doing this weekend, and I saw that it was already red flagged because of the crazy heat
wow.
temperatures that they're
I saw
expecting
that.
there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So not great. Good luck, Mal. Hopefully by the time you hear this, you will have finished. Also not lost in the streets of Twin City. Where's Twin Cities? Minnesota? Minnesota, is that
Minneapolis? No,
No?
Minnesota's a state.
Well, yes, but aren't the Twin
But
Cities,
the Twin Cities
are in Minnesota?
Twin Cities in Minnesota, right?
Like, isn't it
Yeah.
like their sister cities?
I didn't know that there would be geography questions.
Wait till we get to my trivia. You're gonna pee your
Oh
pants.
my god. Leah Miller.
Leah,
Less than 2 weeks from Chicago Marathon, and I've been dealing with a minor injury flare-up. And my goal is to stick to the plan, completing the marathon, doing set run-walk intervals, and finish feeling good, quote-unquote, so that I can continue training for my first 50-miler in November.
Oh my gosh! Everybody's doing
go get
super
it.
long races.
that's awesome.
I also got asked by her when sign up for Loopy Looper is, so we may have another person.
Oh wow!
Too.
Also, the Twin Cities are Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Okay.
That if this was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire,
You would have in a million years never.
it would have been my $500 question, and everybody.
I wouldn't have gotten St. Paul. I knew the other one. I didn't know what the twin was.
It would have been bad if it was like answers B and C both had Minneapolis in them, and I had to guess what the other one was. That would have been bad.
Yeah, that was
But
St. Paul. I
Minneapolis
wouldn't have
got
known
me,
St.
yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We also have Bennett Laurie, who also says less than 2 weeks from the Chicago Marathon. Training went well. I did all that I could, and now I get to enjoy the victory lap.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Good luck.
Stephanie's running again. Got third place in my hometown 5K for my age group and cut a few more minutes off my time. Nice.
That's awesome.
Congratulations. I've been doing half marathon training, and it helped improve my time. Dang PE teacher pulled ahead of me at the last 500 yards, or I would have gotten second.
Oh wow!
Rachel likes to run, maintain any sense of strength training and physical therapy routine. Seems like a solid plan.
Yeah.
Go Run Ryan Run says lose 15 pounds by Dopey.
You and me
That's a
both.
good one.
You got Puck and Ruck. Did not meet my AF marathon goal, but Air Force marathon goal. Thank you. But I get to try again at Wineglass. Hopefully no flat tire.
Oof. Where's it? Wineglass is the one in New York, right?
Yeah, that's the one
Corning?
we
Yeah.
know a million people
It's like the
doing it.
Finger
'cause-
Lakes, maybe that area.
Yeah, I believe.
Watkins Glen area,
Yes,
something like that.
Yeah, because I know Robert's headed up there with the big
yes,
group
that's right.
run right 856 group, and then Megan and Kurt are headed up there. There's a big group going up that we know. And one more from me. We got Bennett to win it. Missed my A goal at Bird in Hand, but smashed my B goal and got a 5.5 minute PR.
Nice job.
Nice. Next goal, finish my first marathon at NYC. No time goal, just looking to enjoy the race. Man,
That's awesome.
I will be there cheering it. So
That's right. Yeah.
I'll let everyone know kind of where I'll be on course for anyone else who's running New York City.
I'll be 90 miles south on my couch
Nice.
cheering you on.
All right. So I'm going to pick up from here. And the first goal getter is Run Disnerd. Teach Michael a proper Boston accent.
Look,
I'm sorry,
means.
Run Disnerd. I feel as though you are going to fail at that goal. I really want to root for you because I want to root for all of our goal getters to get their goals, but I don't hold out much hope for this.
Maybe Run Disney and I have got to Dunks this weekend.
Oh, my God.
Go to
Stop it.
Dunks.
Stop
Kid.
it. Stop.
Dunks, kid.
Stop it.
did you see that?
Stop it.
Get a large
That
frappe,
video I
kid.
posted of Ben Affleck getting out of the car behind J-Lo where he looked like a corpse. Like, he does not care.
Did I put too much? I just made some Gatorade. Apparently, I put too much in it.
That's why I don't make my own.
All right. You know they sell that. All right. So Kizzle says new goal is unfortunately starting PT again,
Oh,
No.
no.
but
Linda.
following through at home too.
Maybe Linda.
There you go.
That's a
There
good
you go.
goal.
Yeah.
That is a good goal.
Honestly, that's really a hard goal.
Yes.
All right, my good buddy, who do you gonna call? Greg from the Rise and Run podcast. Hoping for a PR at the Trogs Hop Dash 5K.
Nice.
That's a fun one.
That is
That
a
is
fun
fun.
one. We haven't done that in a few years. Who
Mm-mm.
is that?
Isn't that one of Frumpa's favorites as
Yeah,
well?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
All right, my friend EcoFit. I signed up for some races between now and Dopey, so hopefully I can kick my butt into gear. I've been successful in getting more post-dinner walks in with the husband and pup. Now we just need more episodes with Tipsy Tom. and I'll be on the lookout for a new album about football and breakups. How was that DMB Peloton ride, by the way? Look,
I feel like that was a very heavily trolling.
it really was.
Goal
It
getter
really
right
was.
there.
It's fine.
Also, DM me if you want to get in on the current of my tinfoil conspiracy theories I have about what's going on with Taylor right now. So I'm ready to talk about it.
Wendy Larson, I have a 100K race on October 14th.
Of course you do.
The goal, yes, the goal is to just enjoy it, knowing it's not my A race this fall. It
Of
happens.
course it's not.
It happens during a solar eclipse, and I want to be able
Oh,
to
that's
experience.
cool.
Yep, I want to be able to experience the moment instead of being caught up in setting some record. So my goal,
I love it.
I
love
guess, is to stop and take at least one selfie during the race.
That awesome. I like that.
That's
I like
a
that.
perfect goal.
Fantastic.
Yes. That's seems pretty cool though. Like a solar eclipse race.
Yeah.
That must be wild.
Yeah.
Like to just because it's not like getting dark at night where it's very slow. It like gets dark pretty quick during the solar eclipse. So that's pretty cool.
And then
I didn't know we were getting a solar eclipse on the 14th. Is
Maybe
it like
we
one
aren't.
of the ones that like we get to like put our like little things on again?
Maybe it's like mostly further south.
Okay.
I don't know how that works.
And then rounding out our goal getters is our friend Angie
Yes.
of Weckerly fame. I did not meet my goal of running the Rockin' the Knob half marathon in 4 hours. We finished in 5 hours and 15 minutes instead. That was our gun time. Our actual time was a little bit faster, but Andrew ran some stuff back to our car, and they started before he got back, of course.
Shocking.
That
Are you telling me?
We're
Are
surprised.
you telling
So
me
irritating.
they got there as the race was starting?
we are all shocked. Michael was like, "Do you think that it's okay that we're not?" I'm like, "They're gonna roll up 2 minutes before the start
Yep.
time, and then we're not gonna see them at all." So
We had a couple setbacks. Andrew's legs were really tight for the first couple miles. I had to make an emergency porta potty stop, but we both fell, and my legs were cramping for most of the back half. In the end, I felt really happy that this didn't turn into my first DNF. On the bright side, the weather was gorgeous, despite the fact that I spent 5 minutes at mile 12 musing over whether I hate downhill running or uphill running more. When Ben asked if I had fun at the finish, I said yes, and was surprised to find that was not a lie.
Aw.
See?
Nice.
Congratulations on your redemption at Rockin' the Knob.
Whoop, whoop.
I believe she
Well,
said
that was-
when she fell, she almost went off the side,
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yeah.
down like hundreds of feet.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
By the way,
Yeah, well, she only did the 10K last year, so she's bumping
Yes.
it up.
It was Andrew's redemption, I believe.
Yeah,
it's
because
hard.
he was
It's
dragging
hard.
me for the first whatever, and then I was like, just leave me
Go.
for dead.
Leave me for dead.
Yeah.
And he gladly did. He was like, all right, I'm out.
Well, we have decided that we will for sure be back next year.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Michael
make
would
it,
like to run the new marathon course.
Yeah,
We are trying to convince some other friends to
come
come
to-
up with us.
yeah. Make it
Kurt and Megan specifically. I know Roberts has always kind of had it on his list, so we're going to try
Yeah.
and bring a crew out there again since we missed it this year. Check out the new marathon course. So if anybody
fun
else wants
time.
to, I know Brooke was out there
big. Yeah,
with her husband Brad.
Ben
um,
Gerardo was out there.
Yes,
He killed
congratulations
it.
to Ben. He killed it.
7.5 hour marathon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which is good. Like
It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And they
That's-
added an extra
I know.
hour to that marathon course or cutoff time on that new course.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah,
he had
so-
to make it harder, you know.
Yeah, of course. So,
Why not?
so Ben, not the race director, and Brooke and Brad and Angie and Weckerly, if you're all going to plan on coming back out there, I think Melanie and Jeremy, you guys want to come back out? Come on, let's get a crew going again. Tom, what are you committing to?
Stop it. I would go and do like the 10K again. Like
hike
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that's
Have a
I
fun
mean
day.
yeah. like
Yeah.
I know
I
it's
feel like that's
I know
good.
it's crazy tough, but like that's not gonna
Oh, yeah.
that's not gonna kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still challenging though.
Yeah,
It's
I think
still,
Angie
yeah.
said that she doesn't feel like she has to do the half marathon again. If we end up with a crew, she would do the 10K again. So,
But we shall see. I'm not committing to anything at this
It's a
time.
long way off.
So yeah, so those are awesome goal getters. Thank you everyone for sending them in.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess are we just gonna hop right into our trivia?
No, we do trivia last.
Okay. Are we gonna hop right into our
Segment?
topic?
Yeah.
Which
What?
which is what?
Us talking, giving training updates and talking about upcoming races.
Got it. Okay, so training update. training's not going that great.
I'm like, are people training? I don't even know. I guess I'm training.
So you still have the half in Ocean City, Maryland, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you training for that?
Well, guys, Susquehanna got canceled.
Yes,
so
so
we
there's that.
We should
all
talk
didn't
about
do
that.
Susquehanna.
That was annoying
Yeah.
because every other race happened that weekend.
They did, I know.
No, there was
Yeah.
a couple other races that got canceled. I saw something else that got canceled, but I don't remember what. Honestly, I don't think it was Charm City's like call. From the email, it sounded like the emergency services basically said you can't be on this bridge, so peace out.
That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah, I
I
think
think
the
it
issue-
was.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think if it wasn't on a bridge, they probably wouldn't have had to cancel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
That
they
was
could have
probably-
figured out a way to
yeah.
route it not around on the bridge, they
Yeah.
may
Yeah.
have happened. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened was that they were like, you can't be
You
on this
can't be
bridge.
on the bridge,
We're
yeah.
not closing the bridge for you anymore.
Yeah.
Peace.
Imagine if somebody got blown off the bridge. My
Yeah.
God, the
Like I think
liability.
that's what they were also concerned about.
Yeah.
I was like, if the bridge, it's windy and slippery. Like it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
And it's hard to like know what it's actually going to be like. I mean, obviously we were all that morning like, man, this really sucks because we totally could have done it. But like, I get that they also have to make that call in advance and they can't just like let you linger waiting
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
morning to see what's going to
You
happen.
can't just guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
I mean, we had an hour and 20-minute drive to get there. So yeah, it's fine. It was supposed to be my 40th, so I was a little bummed about that. That kind of made it a little extra stingy for me. Because I was hoping to celebrate that kind of with a big group.
I have no idea how many races I've run. I don't know how you
We
keep
were
track.
on not Rise and Run. I'm sorry. We were on Run, Eat, Drink. And when we were talking about it, I have that little spreadsheet because they were asking us like what our favorite races are, and I have all of my races in a spreadsheet. Shocking. And so when I was looking back at it, I was like, oh, I have to put my last few races in, and it made me realize that I was at 39, which meant whatever I ran next would be my 40th. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So we have Patapsco in a couple weeks. That's our next race.
I'm doing the 25K.
I'm doing 50K. Kind of training. I've been doing more Pelotoning
Oh, look at you.
than and then some running.
I'd like you to do a Cody Rigsby ride just so that I can get your reaction from it, is what I would like.
God. Oh, that means I'll have to have the sound on. I'll have to put the sound on so I hear it.
Oh.
I never have the sound on any
What?
of the rides.
Wait, what?
Yes, he does, because
Oh.
I have to listen to it. You always have the volume on.
No,
you might not be paying attention to it.
No, in the beginning I did. I don't anymore. I used to. Unless I'm watching a movie. Because you can watch movies now while you're riding.
Oh, yeah. Did
Yeah.
you see that? I don't know if your Peloton's gotten the update yet, but you can
Yeah, if you did the
do
update.
it right from the original screen. So there used to be like a secret code to be able to get to Netflix. And now they've updated it so that you can get to Netflix, HBO Max, Disney Plus, and YouTube.
TV.
Oh.
It's in the Just Ride spot. There's a Peloton Entertainment section now.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I have not seen
But
that.
like, I guess it's just ride, right? So it doesn't tell you what to do.
Yeah, it's just a ride.
Although
yeah.
recently I've just been getting on and kind of half doing what they're telling me to do and just riding like I'm riding through like molasses. Like just
Yeah,
like
so you could just
I could do that and
turn
watch
up
a
the
movie.
resistance and watch a movie.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yeah. That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know. I'm like now into the Peloton. I think I want to keep fitness and take a little downtime from running a little bit for maybe a month or so. Maybe that's what it is.
That makes sense.
So is that all your training updates? You don't have much else? Patapsco.
Yeah. No, I'm just really struggling. Like even today we went out and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, it's weird. I went for a long run. I was fine the other day. I feel like right now I only want to just do long runs and like the midweek stuff. I don't want to waste my time going out to run. I just want to get on.
But that's how you get injured.
No, I want to get
You're
on the
not careful.
Peloton. I said, and then
That's
do
still
some
like
other stuff.
it's still like risky.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
is it? Damn. Well,
Risky business just doing long runs.
Yeah.
I actually am feeling kind of the same way, and I don't know if it's because I've been sick literally since the middle of August, and it's just been lingering, and now I finally got to the point where I had to go to the doctor. They were like, you have a sinus infection. I don't know. We keep talking about how I have like Victorian diseases and I'm just like withering away. Like I'm
Consumption.
never in perfect health. And since August, I've just felt like I felt better and worse on days, but it's just kind of I felt blah. So I haven't been like super
Yeah.
motivated to go out. But I want to. Like I was kind of disappointed that I couldn't like go out and do stuff. So when that race got canceled, I was like, oh, I want to go do something. So I was like, let me go and do the treadmill. And I kind of walked for a couple of minutes on the treadmill and I was like, I'm not feeling this. So then I got on the elliptical and that was, I think, a little bit easier transition. So I think it's kind of like you, Michael, where I'm having like some a physical thing because I'm not feeling great, but also like a
Motivation,
mental
kinda.
thing. And like the races aren't until January. I was like super motivated all summer and like running all the time when everybody else was like, I'm not running because it's hot. I was like out there doing it. And now I'm like,
Yeah.
so I want to
Also,
feel
you
better.
and
so I go
Michael
out.
become like little
Hermits.
hermits.
No, yeah, like
It's hermit
like-
season.
our seasonal depression is about
it's
to
a-
just
It's
take hold.
hermit season for Michael, and
Oh.
should I call it Hobbit season?
Yes,
Hobbit
it's
season. You
just
guys go inside of your
potatoes.
the little Shire holes.
Yeah. But I'm hoping because we have a ton of races this fall. Like, I'm hoping to get like motivated again. Like, Tom's doing the Baltimore Running Festival. I'm not. But we've got like the Oktoberfest race. We've got like the Ocean City Running Festival. We're doing this hot cider run at National Harbor, which that I don't know.
Oh.
Violet and Chris, I have no idea if you listen, but I should slide into those DMs because we're doing a hot cider run at National Harbor, and I think that's relatively close to you guys.
Mhm.
So we're doing that, and yeah, I don't know. Like, I actually have I signed up for the 10K across the bay, and I hate that run. So, like, I have a ton of races coming up, and I just can't get out there. And I think partly because none of the races are big races, they're all 5 milers or 10K. So,
which means that you'll be able to kind of go race to race to race
yeah,
without really
doing too much. And then, like, we
Got
don't
it,
pick up for training for our like December races until like Thanksgiving week anyway. Like, everything's relatively, like, nothing's more than 8 miles on my training plan until like the middle of November anyway. So
you can kind of coast.
So I'm just
through
kind of
and-
coasting right now, and then hopefully picking back up and not dying.
Are you the only one that's motivated?
I mean, motivated. I mean, I guess that's a weird term because I like just look at the calendar and then I go, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do today. And so I guess that's motivation ish. Said that I'm doing Frosty. I think them putting that on my calendar as my A race now for the season, weather dependent. Yeah, I mean, the coach and I are chatting about all like how, because it's kind of fluid, changing things around a bit because like I ended up running the half marathon on the treadmill this past weekend because I'm a dummy.
I cannot believe you did that.
I'm proud of you.
13 miles is a lot on a treadmill.
And then I wanted to do it because I love a good negative split. I did it as a progressive run. So I started super conservatively so that I could do it as a progressive run and make sure that I had enough like in me to make it towards the end. Michael would probably disagree with you about me making it to the end because I was a little mean to him as he was walking out the door to go get his cell phone.
That's weird.
Because he was like looking at it, he was like, "You're almost there." I'm like, "Get away from me!" Because I was like at that point just holding on for dear life on the treadmill, because the treadmill, while it's very good for like the things that Diana and I always talked about, like the speed work and like the consistency of like when your legs are tired, that consistency can also be really difficult because you can't change your gait, you can't change your stance, you can't change anything without actually hitting the button. So I'm trying to will myself to not hit this button to make it slow down. But then I feel like I'm also about to fly off the treadmill because I can't hit the button because I have to keep my gait and the consistency of my legs going at the speed at which they were going at that moment in time he walked up to me. And I was just concentrating on not flying off the treadmill and out the window behind me. But yeah, I did that. That half marathon was supposed to be sort of I was supposed to race it so that we could kind of see where my fitness level was. So I also think that was part of the reason why I was a little disappointed it got canceled. And I was not going to be able to do an all out run on a treadmill.
Yeah.
Like it's a different beast. And then there's the race day itself of like the race day adrenaline. And then you like latch on to somebody that you see in your sights and you like might be able to run a little faster because that person's giving you motivation and the crowd and the so it was definitely not what I wanted it to be, but it was a good test to see kind of where I'm at. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident about like, I guess being back to like not my old self because I'm not, at the same speeds I was. And I don't even know that I want to get back to those speeds because I don't think that that's what's in my, I don't know. I don't want to say my heart right now, but like that's not
like your goal right now.
It's not like my goal. Like, yeah, like I want to get back to like being able to do a marathon and get back out onto the trails and do some ultras and spend some time out in the woods and stuff. So I have a couple trail runs coming up that I'm excited about. We got Patapsco and then Frosty, which is not on a trail,
Not a
but
trail, yeah.
Still a good place for me to mentally be ready to get to a possible ultra distance
for next year.
No, at Loopy or Frosty.
Oh, you want to try doing it?
I'm planning to try and go for the 50K.
Okay, I didn't know that.
No.
Look, everything gets announced here. Nobody tells their spouses anything. It just gets announced here on the show.
Greg's going to run the 50K with me. So that's part of the reason why I decided to go for that 50K.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Greg of Rise and Run. He's never going to do a race with us ever again.
Gosh. He's regretting his decision as he's listening to this.
I don't know. He put up with me for 10 miles down Broad Street. So
in the pouring rain, God, that race was hard.
And
I felt bad
he could have definitely sped up. And I was like, "Do you mind if we walk?" And he's like, "Oh God." And he was a gentleman about it. He was nice. We were freezing.
It was not a nice day.
It was not a nice day.
That was not a nice day.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. We got a lot. We already have a lot on the calendar also for the beginning of next year.
Yeah, our beginning of next year is a little too packed.
Too
packed, Shakur.
Michael.
Oh my God, this episode is just
it's
bonkers.
So I have a few long runs coming up on the weekend. Hopefully I'll squeeze in some runs during the week and get some Pelotoning in, because I basically have the month of October to get ready for that half in Ocean City. I have the Baltimore running.
When is that?
It's
Halloween weekend.
It's actually on a Saturday.
It's on a Sunday.
Okay. It's definitely on a Saturday. It 100% on a Saturday. All the races of the Ocean City Festival are on a Saturday.
Our hotel's from Saturday to Sunday, and we're leaving Sunday after the race.
Well, I also didn't book the hotel
room on Friday night.
I also didn't book the hotel at all. So
usually this is Michael and I's chaos, and now it is spilled over to Diana and Tom.
Hey, I just registered for the race.
So
yeah. I got a month to train for a half, but I didn't.
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
I didn't diet the 12 miler, so I should be okay.
If you get a little motivation for a month, get a nice little couple week of training block in, you'll feel good.
Yeah. Diana, you should probably change your hotel.
It's on Saturday.
It's on Saturday. That we looked at it while we were doing it.
Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. So after that, Tom, what do you get? When's Baltimore Run Festival? Is that the weekend of the 23rd?
That's the 14th.
The 14th. Okay. Because I think I did look at that one too as a possible 40th, but then it's too soon to So I dismissed that one immediately.
I'm just doing the 10K. I'm trying to get this Chessie challenge.
Oh, yeah.
I still thought about it for a hot second, and then I changed my mind. Also, I may go for a POT at Philly.
Oh, at the half, depending on weather.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll see. That's my plan right now. I've announced it here to Michael's shock and awe.
It's official. You cannot possibly change your plans now that you've said this on this podcast.
Yeah, nope.
True.
Not allowed to change them.
Diana, do you have some Diana players here for some Diana trivia?
So, I have
Is it featuring Diana?
Diana's trivia featuring Diana and the Diana player. This trivia is specifically, everyone can participate if they want. But I've created this trivia specifically for Tom.
Oh no.
And we're gonna play Albert Einstein or Ben Franklin.
What?
Yes. This is the one that Diana and I talked about when we were at Loop. Was it Loopy that we talked
Loopy
about
Looper.
this one?
All right, clarifying question. These are two different people, but they're both notable Philadelphians.
Sure.
Okay.
If that's what we're going with.
So Albert Einstein or Benjamin Franklin.
Yes, and then some of them are quotes and some of them are facts.
All right.
I'm gonna spout either a fact or a quote, and you're gonna tell me if it's Albert Einstein or Ben Franklin.
Dylan McDermott or Dermot Mulroney.
All right.
William Shakespeare or Taylor Swift.
Oh.
This person won the Nobel Prize for Physics.
Can I have it in a sentence? That is Albert Einstein.
Yes.
Good.
Mhm. The Nobel Prize did not exist for Benjamin
I couldn't
Franklin.
begin to tell you if that's true.
This person was born in 1879.
Are we all answering?
I want to
You
say
can if you'd like
I want
to.
to say Benjamin Franklin.
I'm going to
No,
say
it's
Michael.
Albert
Yeah, I
Einstein.
was going to say you're wrong.
Yeah. Ben Franklin was born in like
Ben Franklin.
17.
30.
Ben Franklin died in 1706.
So
Think about the history of the United States, Tom. When Ben Franklin.
So-
That's why I had
so-
this in
so you're saying I'm like 100 years off?
Oh
I
my
think you might
god.
be more than 100 years old.
Look.
All right, now I'm going to throw a quote in. We're all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid.
Albert Einstein.
Ben Franklin. This person is known for his experiments with electricity.
Benjamin Franklin.
Yes.
Oh, hallelujah. It's like a key.
Okay, I'll have another quote. All right. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving.
So like this is going to like I
The
would
quotes are hard. The quotes are hard.
I would
The
assume
facts
this
are
is
easy.
Albert Einstein because he's all physics and motion and sciencey guy.
Yes.
Yeah. That definitely sounds more like an Einstein quote.
This person is on the $100 bill.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Thank you, Sean Puffy Combs
And Mace.
and Mace.
Rest in peace.
Mace is not dead.
I know. Sorry, Mace, if you're listening.
This person said, when you're good to others, you are best to yourself.
I'm gonna say Albert Einstein.
It was Ben Franklin.
He says it so. The thing about Tom when he answers these questions too is if it's not a complete question, it's like gusto confidence.
No, it's like,
Well, this is
There's
America.
no in between for him.
This is America. Don't ask me when it started.
this person said, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we use to create them.
You're telling me that that's not Albert Einstein?
I think that's Einstein.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would have said
That's Einstein.
Okay.
This person fled the Nazis.
Oh no.
Tom. Stop it.
Albert Einstein.
Yes. This person submitted articles to a newspaper under the pseudonym Silence Dogood, a middle-aged widow.
Benjamin
Oh, I know.
Franklin.
Yeah, it's definitely Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin.
Hey, Tom, where was Albert Einstein born?
I actually had that on here and I took it off.
Like really close to Temple University.
That's the answer I was waiting for. That's over by that hospital
Einstein Medical
where
Center.
Yeah.
you guys started that at Broad Street, right?
Yeah.
That's where he was born.
That was the hospital that he was born in.
Yes.
Oh, God.
That's why they named it after him.
That's
That would
exactly
make
right.
sense. It would make sense.
Just saying.
One final question. There's a romantic comedy about him starring Meg Ryan and Tim Robbins.
Oh my God, I know this. It would be better if it was the other answer, but I know the real answer.
I think it's Albert Einstein.
Yes, it's Albert
Yeah.
Einstein.
It would be way funnier if it was Ben Franklin.
And it's Meg Ryan, and she's Albert Einstein's niece. And
Yes.
Tim Robbins is a car mechanic.
I do remember this.
I do not. I mean, I was a Meg Ryan fan in that era too, and I do not remember that.
Do we want to wrap up with something good? So my something good is if you're not familiar with Dave Matthews Band history, today is, as we're recording this, September 27th, is the 29th anniversary of the release of their first album. And September 27th is officially Dave Matthews Day in Charlottesville, Virginia. as proclaimed by the mayor at the time. So, to all that celebrate Dave Matthews Day, ants marching, I guess. And yeah, that's my something good.
My something good is we've returned to Doctor Who, and we've got to a point where stuff I haven't or some stuff I haven't seen before. I don't think I saw the whole season of this, but we're on the Peter Capaldi with Bill as the companion season.
Oh, that only lasted like a season, maybe a season and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I didn't give it proper attention when it first aired because it was a little over the Moffat era at that point. Had all kind of played out. But now rewatching it, Bill is like one of my favorite companions of the new series. So I think she's really good and works really well with Capaldi, especially, and the way his style of Doctor is.
I like his style of Doctor because I feel like he's so different than all the others because he's so
yeah.
Because he's so grumpy.
Yes, yeah.
I think that's my thing. Like at the beginning of every Doctor, I'm like, I don't understand why. Like it takes me like a few episodes to like be like, okay, I guess I can accept that this is the new Doctor. Because every single time I go through this same roller coaster of like, this is stupid, I hate this person. And then I'm like, oh, okay.
I had a hard time with Matt Smith at first, honestly.
I could see that, the transition.
It took me a while with that transition.
Yeah. I think I've had trouble with almost all of them for at least an episode or two. But then
until they get like their groove.
They get their groove or like the correct companion. Not that there's like there's
there is a correct answer for who the best companion is for each Doctor.
Yeah,
it's true.
And so I feel like that's the problem because I didn't love who was the last companion?
Clara.
Oh, I
did her. I loved Clara when she was
not with
but not
Capaldi.
when Capaldi came. Like I felt like it just like it wasn't working for me, so that made Capaldi not work for me. But then once she moved on, and now he is with Bill. I think that's working much better for me.
Oh, what was the boy Pink? Wasn't it like somebody Pink was her boyfriend and he died? What was that?
Oh yeah, Mr. Pink. Yeah. He became a Cyberman.
And then what's the bald guy's name?
Oh, Matt Lucas.
Yeah, but I can't think of what his name is in the
I forget
show.
what his name is on the show.
He's an interesting character for me as well.
Like
I just am like he's so random half the time.
Yeah, there's always like those
because
random,
he'll just like disappear for a while and then he'll pop back in and I'll be like, oh, I forgot about him. He's great. Tom, Diana, what's your something good?
Well, it's been hard because starting the middle of October or September, I mean, I just go and we're just like in full Halloween mode right now. So I'm just like watching all my Halloween standards. But, and I don't know if we talked about this last episode. If we did, it's worth mentioning again. Ahsoka is so good. And if you're not watching it, you should be watching it. And I'm finally going back and watching Clone Wars because I never watched it. And then I've seen some of Rebels, but not all of Rebels. So I'm going to go back and rewatch that entire series. But Ahsoka is so good. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's beautiful. I cried. Like, there was something that happened in a recent episode where I rewound it like 3 times to watch it again because it was like so cool. And it felt like Star Wars because some of the newer stuff doesn't feel as Star Wars-y.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, for me, like, even with, like, the prequel or the sequels, people were arguing about, like, stuff like the Porgs. And I'm like, the Porgs are the most Star Wars-y thing about that movie.
Yeah,
like,
they kind of are.
They're like, what, like, Star Wars is this Porgs. So, like, it feels very Star Wars-y. Rosario Dawson's great. Like, they're bringing people back. I don't know. It's amazing. It's so good. So I think I might have talked about it, but I can't stop talking about it.
I'm trying to remember what we have been watching outside of Once Upon a Time and
Doctor Who.
I know. That's how we are. Like, a lot of times we just go back and we're rewatching this random ass thing.
Yeah.
We watched Hijack.
Oh God, it was terrible.
That was so bad.
Do
What
not
is
recommend that one. That is not
It's
my
an
something
Apple.
good.
It's the worst Apple TV show ever made.
Who's in it?
What's in
Idris
it?
Elba.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
It's really bad.
we generally really like all things on Apple TV. I would say that almost everything has been a
Decent watch or good watch.
Yeah.
And this was not.
This was not. Love is Blind is back.
Yeah, Love is Blind is back.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Wild Feather released their new seasonal menu. Can I just always talk about Wild Feather? We could just that pumpkin drink was probably the best thing that I've had in a long time. Best pumpkin of the season so far, I'd say.
Official distillery of the Will Run For podcast.
Yeah, I'm always struggling for something good because I feel like we are rewatching again. We're down the heavy path of Once Upon a Time at this point.
What season are you on? I don't know the number of seasons, but tell me like what character is happening.
Well, we're on season 2.
Yeah,
so
we've got
early.
Yeah, we're still early, but we'd watched. Did we tell you
7.
we watched season 7 first?
Oh yes,
because it's like a weird.
We had never watched it originally.
Well, I watched it, but I remembered
it
nothing about it. And so we went backwards, which I actually kind of recommend because it was kind of fresh and different, having not seen the rest of it. I think if we had watched it the way it was out again, we almost would have been disappointed with season 7 again.
Yeah.
Because we went back and got to know the characters. But we're in the Hook is there. Mulan.
Just showed up. Yeah, Mulan.
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, Aurora.
Here's a hot take. Henry is so annoying. Like, it's...
I was a kid.
I'm not sure that's a hot take.
Like, he's so annoying.
I feel like at the time that was a big thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's whiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a pretty standard take on
He's
Henry.
a kid actor.
Like,
it's tough.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Usually.
I say that. I'm such a hater. Like, I even say the same thing about like Hallmark movies. I'm like, God, they feel like a stupid kid in this movie. Like, they're ruining it.
Yeah, they just generally aren't as good. Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the kid actor, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard.
And I think that they wrote him as a whiny kid to begin with.
Yeah.
Well,
so then
that
he
didn't
played
help.
into
That's fair.
the extra whiny.
Yeah.
That
Because
is
he was
true.
trying to get everyone to believe. And so everything was the constant whine of like, why don't you believe me?
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
One last not good thing.
Oh
my God.
No, and I love Murder,
We're
She Wrote.
supposed to end with something
I know,
good.
but this is the something good is going to be tell people to avoid this.
You know what? That's
Okay.
why we also did not watch.
Yeah.
We haven't been watching because
So,
we are finally done with
we finished our Murder, She Wrote rewatch, which I love Murder, She Wrote. That's great. Then we bought the DVD of the 4 television movies that came after.
Oh God.
The first 2 were okay, but they don't feel Murder, She Wrote-y. The third one
is disturbing.
Is bad.
Oh, no.
It's disturbing.
It's a slavery story.
Oh no.
And then they like go back
and
into
do a period piece.
They do a period piece where they like go back in history and she plays like her aunt or something like that. And like it's just
it's
real bad.
Yeah, she was like a kind slaver who paid her enslaved people.
And people were like trying to like hang the guy.
They are
it was
fun.
really hard to watch. I'm
It's
like,
very
I made him turn it off at some point. I'm like,
bad.
we can't do this.
It was rough.
We cannot continue with this episode or movie. I cannot do it.
Yeah. That was the third one. The first 2 were kind of like, yeah.
So who wants to end with something actually good?
Make sure you get those 5-star reviews so we can trend at the top of running podcasts.
Like this episode was like, no one's running. Things are miserable. Let's just complain about all the media we're consuming.
I'm gonna end us with a quote.
Oh my God, from who?
Hold on.
Angel Lansbury?
No. In the spirit of like, running's tough sometimes, but we want to make sure that when you do it, you're having fun. And this quote says, at the end of the day, I feel like if you're not having fun with what you do, there's really not much of a point to doing it. You know who said that?
Phyllis Diller.
Do you want me to read it again?
That's the ADHD, guys.
Albert
That's
Einstein.
the ADHD.
That's fine.
Tuned you out.
Ben Franklin.
It was
Or
Travis.
that's just being your wife.
It was Travis Kelsey.
Was it? I thought you were going to say Travis Barker.
Taylor Swift's legitimate new boyfriend. Thank you all for listening, and we will talk to you later.
Bye.
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 Sure.
I'll go first. So today, as we're recording this, is September 27th,
Yes.
which, for those that may not be familiar with the history of Charlottesville, Virginia, while Diana blows her nose.
I can't. It's coming out. It's coming out really productively. I don't
Yeah.
want to waste it.
Get it
I
out.
don't want to waste it.
Better.
It's coming.
Like
It's
it's
coming out so productive.
better out than in.
I've never heard anyone say that. Well,
You know how like you've got a good flow, and if you don't get it
Yes,
in that moment,
yeah.
then it's just going to live in your
There's
nose
no-
for the next 10
yeah.
hours.
Just the way you said it, it's coming out so productively.
Oh man.
So
You could
September.
just- I would just start again.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
That's going at the end of the episode.
All right.
Definitely.
So